This week on Jon Thelen's Destination Fish, we attack the weeds. First up, it's walleyes living on the weed line and in the weeds on clear bodies of water. Then it's into the jungle in search of largemouth bass ready to bust the surface looking for an easy meal. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Lindy Fishing Tackle and Alumacraft Boats. There's one right there, hooked up. Now that right there is a pretty simple deal. Just trolling a weed line to start our day. Here's what's going on. I just decided to fish today on a lake that I haven't been to all year. And here's the thing about this lake. It can have fish deep, it can have fish shallow, can have fish on breaks, it can have fish up on flats. This lake is one of the most diverse lakes. It's, like right now, it's late June, but it's not a prescribed, just go to the mud flats, go to the deep structure deal. You can catch fish right now on this lake deep, you catch them shallow. And I'm gonna target the shallow fish today. We're gonna target weedline fish that are, for the most part, 10 feet or less, somewhere between 5, 6, 7 feet. And those are the fish that are living on weed lines. This is a really good fish to start our day. There's my weight, we're here. It is, big walleye to start our day. Look at this. Big fish living in shallow water at the end of June. Not the type of thing you would think of, especially, and we're gonna talk about this throughout the day, especially on a lake like what I'm on here right now that's got zebra mussels in it. This is clear water we're fishing. Most people have gotten to where on these clear water lakes, they're not fishing shallow because they just don't believe that they can catch a fish. They don't believe that these fish are willing to be in that shallow water and not be spooked. Great fish to start. Take that all day long. Get out of here, buddy. There's one right there. That's cool stuff. It's just cool stuff, this shallower fishing. Shallower than this fish around the other side of the boat. All I'm doing is following the contours along these weed lines. I came around this corner and this fish snapped it. He must have been sitting right on that edge. Feels like a pretty good walleye too. So a couple things that I would start with. Number one, you gotta have some stealth. Good walleye, great fish. You gotta have some stealth to what you're doing, okay? So I'm gonna show you what I'm using, but I'm gonna explain to you first while I'm getting this fish unhooked that there is a rhyme and reason to the choice today. If I choose the wrong spinner rig today, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably not gonna catch fish. And I'm gonna show you why. Look at that, great walleye. We're gonna keep a couple for dinner tonight. So, this is the Lindy spinner rig. It comes in a crawler setup as well, but today I'm fishing leeches. If you look at these beads, you can see they're colored. They're colored to match whatever bait fish we're trying to match with the spinner blade. It's perch. That's what these fish are eating. So what I'm gonna do in clear water is I am gonna use something that is gonna do everything in its power to match the hatch. And that's what this is. Between those beads, the orange and yellows, and that blade, that's a perch. And that's a big key. And then up at the front end of this, I'm using a bullet sinker, okay? It's just a 3/16 ounce bullet sinker. And here's the thing, I'm not trying to drag it down in the bottom. I'm up a little bit because when you're fishing weeds in clear water, you can be up a little bit because these fish can see it. So you wanna be up above them. So you put all that together and then you fish these weed edges, and I'll tell you what, you can get their attention without spooking them with the boat, without spooking them with everything you're doing because you're back a ways. And you're throwing down there exactly what they're used to eating, so they're comfortable eating it in this shallow water.
Upgrade your fishing game with the 2024 Alumacraft multi-species fishing boat. Loaded with features like large aerated live wells, ample rod storage, large front casting decks, and the exclusive double-plated 2XB hull. This series delivers on performance and all-day comfort. Make it a must for anglers who demand excellence. Contact your Alumacraft dealer to pre-order your 2024 boat and take your fishing adventure to the next level.
This is the place. Warner's Dock in New Richmond, Wisconsin is the place to find your new Suzuki-powered fishing boat or pontoon. The new redesigned show floor at Warner's Dock is home to a large inventory of pontoons and fishing boats from various manufacturers, as well as a complete lineup of Suzuki outboards. The service and parts department have you covered from beginning to end, including off-season storage solutions. Stop in and see the team at Warner's Dock for all your boating needs. This is the place.
Hi, this is Greg from Outdoors Again in Baudette, Minnesota. I'd like to personally invite you to stop in and visit us here at Outdoors Again, where we carry the largest selection of fishing tackle, bait, firearms, and ammo in northern Minnesota. We are the home of the Jig Buffet. We are conveniently located on Highway 11 in downtown Baudette with plenty of parking to accommodate boats, wheelhouses, and trailers. We are your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor needs, including bait, tackle, firearms, ammo, and much, much more. We look forward to seeing you here at Outdoors Again.
We are L&M. We are a third-generation family-owned business that has proudly served the Northland for over 60 years. We carry products that cater to the communities surrounding our stores. We service what we sell, and we can equip you with everything you need for your next outdoor adventure. We are family. We are L&M Fleet Supply.
Moved down here to the south end of the lake. This morning when I set up, got a good one right away, got really excited about it, but boy, has the wind come up. And as this wind has come up, it definitely put me in a position of saying, hey, I could have a little bit better boat control around these edges if I find a little bit of calm water. But it's one of those things too, that when you're going in and out of these nooks and crannies, you really want to be able to follow the contour lines. And what you find out a lot of times is that Lake Master map inside of your Humminbird, it's drawn those contour lines, and it'll actually, when you figure out exactly what depth the weeds are growing in, now you can actually just follow that weed edge, and that's what I'm doing here. There he is. That one grabbed on and stayed hooked up. I had a couple there that grabbed on and didn't hang on. And you know what? That's just gonna happen here and there. That's part of fishing like this. When you're trying to get fish to chase you down or race out and hit, sometimes you just won't hook them. But I'll tell you what, most of the fish that have hit, we have caught. But I'm kind of a believer that if you can go out and just trigger enough bites that you can catch 3/4 of the fish that hit, I think that's a pretty legit number to be happy with every day. I mean, would I like to catch 100% of them? Sure. Good fish. He's just not ready to give it up. There we go. A little bit tougher sometimes fishing that 6-foot snell, but if you're not doing it, I'm gonna tell you something. Your odds of getting bit are lower. Grab the pliers, get this guy unhooked. Hey, one of the things I'll tell you, you look at these Alumacrafts I fished out of for years. One of the neatest things I've seen over the years is just a little one. And that's these tool pouches on the Alumatrack system so you can put them anywhere in the boat. Because I get asked all the time, how in the world are you so organized in your boat? I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference when you know where everything's at. Just keeps you fishing more. Those tool pouches, they really help me out. Look at that, awesome fish. And this is just good stuff. This is fun stuff. You look around, I'm all alone. I'm on a lake in a metropolitan area. I'm sitting here all alone, and I'm just catching fish one after another in the weeds. There's one right there. Oh, he got off. Let's lay back to him, see if there's any chance he'll bite it back. There he is, he did. Look at that. That is so cool. I lost that fish. One of the things I learned to do back when I was tournament fishing is anytime you lose a fish, just quick grab that rod, drop right back to him. Just drop that line right back to him because he's still right there. And here's the thing, he's still aggressive. He was trying to eat it and I pulled it away from him. He didn't have it good yet. I dropped that thing back to him, and I just felt him just go wham. And man, that's a great example of why. And that is so cool that you got to see it live, because it happens more often than you think, but that's just cool stuff right there. It's a really nice walleye too. It's a good fish. You can just tell he's a pretty good fish. When he hit it that second time, yeah, I hope he's not a pike. Here we go, we're close. Now he wants to go over here. And now I'm thinking pike, but no, big walleye. Big walleye. Go with them. Go where they want to go. Let's just do this. Let's just stop the boat. It's a big enough fish. I don't want to lose them. Really nice fish to wrap our day up with. Ooh, come here, come here, come here. Got him. Look at that. That is so cool, because I lost that fish and I just dropped right back to him and he smacked it. It just goes to show you, in these clear bodies of water, that these fish, they're feeding on sight. He saw me drop it right back to him, because when I dropped it back to him, the spinner's not running anymore. Look at that, hooked right in the side of the mouth. Look at that. That's cool stuff right there. I'll tell you what a great way to wrap up a day. Here's the thing, a lot of these lakes are clearing up, and we can't do anything about that on the ones that are already in that stage. So what you gotta do is you gotta adapt. And all I'm doing to adapt to it is I'm fishing in those weeds. I'm fishing more subtle, I'm using longer spinners, I'm using fluorocarbon, and I'm going after fish that are unpressured and finding places where they're stuck up underneath something that makes them feel comfortable in that clear water, and that's this cabbage. I'll tell you what, get out and do this, because this is a lot of fun.
Take your trolling game to the next level with the all-new TrollMaster Pro Angler. The Pro Angler pairs with your current TrollMaster system, or can be purchased as an all-inclusive kit, while still compatible with Panther Electrosteer models. New features include increased battery capacity to keep you fishing longer, and Strike Mode, a built-in function that increases your speed in short bursts every 2, 4, or 6 minutes to trigger more strikes. Up your trolling game and catch more big fish with the all-new TrollMaster Pro Angler.
Gallus Marine in Wisconsin Rapids has everything you need to get your family out on the water this summer. New and used boat sales include top brands like Alumacraft boats and Berkshire pontoons, powered by Yamaha outboards. The parts and service departments will keep you up and running all summer long. Whether you're looking for a Yamaha-powered fishing boat, ski boat, or a pontoon, Gallus Marine has you covered, and when fall arrives, they'll be there to handle your winterization needs. Stop in and see them at their convenient central Wisconsin location, or look them up at gallusmarine.com.
This is your tackle. You use it to catch this, or this, or this. You also use this and that and these. This is your environment. So is this. You love it, live for it, but it will turn this into that. This is the Flambeau Z-Rust Max Tough-Tainer series. These are fully infused with exclusive Z-Rust VCI anti-corrosion technology. This is a U.S. naval battleship. The same Z-Rust technology used here has been used on those. This is the next level of tackle management. Built to fish, built to last. What's your tackle worth?
Today, anglers fish longer. Today, anglers fish harder. Today, anglers rely more than ever on their electronics. It all comes down to catching more fish, and today, anglers rely on Amped Outdoors lithium batteries, period.
LeCans Marine in Faribault, Minnesota offers everything you need to enjoy your time on the water with family and friends. LeCans specializes in Yamaha-powered Alumacraft boats, and you can bet they have the model and horsepower you are looking for in their extensive inventory. LeCans also offers parts and accessories along with an experienced service department that will keep you on the water, and when fall arrives, they can handle your winterization and storage needs. Get out on the water this summer with a new Yamaha-powered Alumacraft boat from LeCans Marine. Yeah. Next up, we go even deeper into the weeds where topwater baits are the ticket for largemouth bass cruising the shallows. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Booyah Baits and Alumacraft Boats. There it is. That one just came up and just grabbed it. I mean, he didn't explode. He just grabbed it, though. Feels like a pretty good fish to start the day. Man, what more could you ask for? Flat call, yeah, big fish. Good fish to start the day. Not a big fish, but a good fish. Look at that one. Good fish. Take that all day long. What a morning. Just getting out and getting ready to get going. I thought he was bigger than that, man. He was pulling like he was bigger than that. That is the cool thing about it. Shallow topwater fish is they fight horizontal. They don't fight vertical. And when you get a fish to fight horizontal, man, I'll tell you what, that's just fun stuff right there. Great way to start a morning. There he is. Got that one.
Ooh,
right outside the pads. This is a good fish, Chad. I'm not going to tell you he's giant, but he's a pretty good fish. Come here, buddy. Look at that.
There you go.
That's a good largemouth. That's just one of those times where you just change baits because of the cover you're looking at. Chad just got bit right back there. Come on these pads, and you know, sometimes some of these mornings, especially at this time of year, you get into late August, early September, these fish, they're all over the lake. I mean, you can get bass right now out in 20 feet of water, you can get them in 2 feet of water. And what you got to do is just sort through a lot of different presentations until you figure out, you know, where they're going to bite on any given day. And here's the other thing I'm going to tell you. You might get them out deep today too, you know, right at the same time we're getting a few fish up here. But that's 2 bites within a city block up against some pads. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus a little bit on some of these pads down through here and just see if there's a few more of them. That fish was right on the outside edge. That's a good one there. Get on this thicker stuff. The neat thing about fishing a collapsible frog, this Booyah pad crasher, I'm actually throwing the pop-in pad crasher here. Chad's throwing the regular pad crasher. But what's neat about it is you can skitter it along the top of those pads, and then when you hit the open water where that last fish bit, you just move it along, and you can swim it, you can pop it, you can do a lot of different things. But you know, if you're fishing that hard bait up against this, you can't throw up onto the pads. You've got to cast short of the pads. Like that fish there that I just got, there's a good chance that that fish was under the pads and just kept coming out as that frog was moving, and finally had a clean shot at it as soon as I hit that edge and took it. It's late summer, prime time for chasing largemouth bass in the warmest water of the season. Water temps are in the high 70s on this calm morning, and with the light winds, the bass are cruising shallow weed beds in 3 to 5 feet of water, and they're more than willing to blow up on Booyah pad crashers and poppin' pad crashers. Top colors are leopard frog, bullfrog, and swamp frog. You can't beat the excitement of a topwater bite on calm waters. Look at that, big fish, good fish. Oh, baby, look at that, nice fish. Oh, look at that, big one.
In the boat.
Oh,
there we go.
Nice fish, bud, that is a big one.
That's the way to do it.
Look at that. How you like that?
Right.
Nice one. That's awesome.
All right, buddy.
Good job.
We We are L&M. We are a third-generation family-owned business that has proudly served the Northland for over 60 years. We carry products that cater to the communities surrounding our stores. We service what we sell, and we can equip you with everything you need for your next outdoor adventure. We are family. We are L&M Fleet Supply.
New Mega Live Imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird.
Dan's Southside Marine in Bloomington, Minnesota is one of the largest Suzuki outboard dealers in the country. Pair that power up with a brand new Alumacraft boat, you have the ultimate package. Dan's carries an extensive inventory of Suzuki-powered Alumacraft boats, meaning you will find the model that fits your family and be on the water this spring. Dan's also offers an experienced service staff and a large parts and accessories department that is sure to have everything you need. Sales, service, parts, winterization, and storage, Dan's Southside Marine does it all.
Zippo Bay Resort is the premier resort on the south shore of Lake of the Woods. Spend the day on one of Zippo Bay's 6 30-foot charter boats, or bring your own boat to explore the pristine waters of the Big Lake. Log cabins in various sizes have all the amenities, while clean and comfortable housekeeping cabins are also available. Spend a day at the pool and hot tub, play on the water toys, enjoy great food and drink in the lodge, and relax around the campfire in the evenings with family and friends. Make Zippo Bay Resort on Lake of the Woods your next summer getaway.
Whether you crank it, jig it, flip it, slow roll, or troll, Striker Technical Apparel gives you the freedom and confidence to fish. No matter your style, no matter the weather, because with Striker, when it's on, it's on.
There he is, got him that time. That one I got good. This one ain't getting off. You know, this is one of the neat things. I just handed Chad one of these pop-in pad crashers. He took a junior now. But here's one of the neatest things about this bait, is you can fish it like a regular frog by just swimming it through cover, but when you hit open water, you can do what I'm doing with this bait. You can pop it. And when you start popping this bait, you just get their attention. And you know, up in the cover, you can skitter it through, just swim it along like a regular frog. But the minute you hit that open water, you can make that noise. And when you make that noise, a lot of times, bam, that's when you get them to bite it. What do you got?
Oh, he's on.
Good one?
Yeah.
Looks like
he's got some weight to him.
You know, that's kind of one of the things you got to try every now and then. If you get to a point where you feel like you've really worked an area over, like we did up here in some of the shallow stuff. Oh yeah, good fish. Got himself in the weeds. That just goes to show you though, what this fish is living in is still weeds. It's just, it's out off the edge a little bit, and this one that Chad just hooked up, oh yeah, good fish. Just out off the weeds a little bit, or off the weeds you can see, and down in a little bit of that deeper water in the weeds that are a little bit more off the bottom. Good fish, bud. It's a good fish. There. Nice. Yeah, attaboy.
Come on here. Got him good. Well, we're
Need pliers?
I'm gonna need some pliers for this one.
I think you got a set back there, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Nope.
Got him? Look at
Gold
that.
finger pliers.
Nice.
All right.
Fish.
There we go. There you go, buddy. Ooh.
Boy, I don't know.
You gave him plenty of time.
I don't know what I got to do there. He just tried to grab it from the bottom. Never had it. It's like he nosed it. There he is. That time I got him. Same fish, I bet.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Gotta be the same fish. Great way to wrap up a day. Man, I'll tell you what. This bass fishing, this stuff is just so much fun. And I'll tell you, everything you see that we're using today, you can get at your local L&M. And I'll tell you what, that ain't a giant to wrap up the day, but man, we've had a fun day catching bass. But everything you see, you can get at a local L&M store. And before we go today, I'm gonna have Chad tell you just a little bit more about L&M and what makes it my choice personally to shop for pretty much everything there is that I need.
Yeah, John, we are a family-owned company that's providing quality discount to the Northland for over 60 years. At L&M Fleet Supply, we proudly serve our northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan communities with a large selection of sporting goods featuring open water, ice fishing equipment, hunting gear, ammunition, marine supplies, and all the clothing you need to enjoy your next outdoor adventure. We also carry a wide array of supplies for all your farm, home, cabin, and business needs. We have a wide selection of power equipment from your most trusted brands to get the job done right. We are also stocked with pet food for all your furry friends, big and small. Looking for automotive products? L&M has that too, from batteries to tires and everything in between. How about a building project or a home repair? L&M has an extensive tool selection with the right tool for any job. L&M Fleet Supply has locations spread across the Northland, and we pride ourselves on providing quality at a discount to every customer who walks through the door at any of our Northland locations.
Well, there you go. It's as simple as that. I'll tell you what, it's a fun day on the water. Get out and do some of this bass fishing. Make sure to tune back in next week for another great episode of Jon Thelen's Destination Fish. Closed captioning for Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Formula Propeller.